Fridays, we like to talk a little bit about in the news. I want us to start off with the hardest one because it's the researchiest one. You know how we've been doing this for so long, Nancy, that there are times when we will talk about something that's being researched that shows promise, and we'll go, all right, we'll stay tuned. We can't wait to hear what the next phase of that is. Now we've been around long enough that we're able to start talking about some of the outcomes of further studies on things that showed promise. Unfortunately, all the news in the last couple of days is something that we were talking about a couple of years ago that we were all so excited about because it showed so much promise, giving a nasal spray of
oxytocin, right?
Oxytocin, which is, we associate that a lot with a pregnancy drug when you're giving birth. But that people on the spectrum, they squirted it in nasally and found that their social skills were improved measurably. So we were all very excited about that. But a new study has come out today that has said, no, we're not seeing, we didn't replicate the results from it. And it's all over the news that like, no, it's not a thing. But there are a group of people who are saying, wait a second, before you throw the baby out with the bathwater, there are some considerations to be made here that perhaps the parameters, they changed the parameters for the study, and that might have more to do with it. So they're saying, don't rush to judgment. Yes, we did not see it in this study, but a couple of things were changed in this study. So I just always like to bring that up, Nancy, because I think a lot of us just skim the headlines and go, oh, well, you know, it worked on 2 studies, the third one, it didn't work. And we go, why? What is that to do with? And I think, quite honestly, the researchers don't even know, is my take from it. What did you walk away from it with?
Yeah, I think, you know, the research may not show that, but there is strong, maybe anecdotal evidence.
Yeah, and I what I walked away from it too is that perhaps the questions that people seem to have are about the amount that you're spraying up the nose, that could have, like, for instance, Nancy, years ago there were a bunch of people who were saying that with HBOT, that they were seeing, and this is the study that we're talking about, the SOARS-B trial, and the headline, disappoints in autism. The HBOT study, there were people who were getting very excited about doing HBOT with their children. You were actually one of those people that, because you had heard about things that it was doing, you wanted to try that with your child, correct?
I actually went and bought a hyperbaric chamber, a soft core chamber for my home, and did it for several years with Wyatt.
Yeah, and then notably, the Center for Autism and Related Disorders partnered with some people to do a study to show if it made a difference. And everybody was so disappointed when the study came out because it showed that there wasn't a measurable difference. And so a lot of people just completely abandoned doing a hyperbaric oxygen tank. And the thing that made me so sad was some of the original studies showed that suggested that there was some improvement, but it was in a hard tank.
Hard chamber, yeah.
And all of the studies were done in soft tank, soft-sided tanks, which is a marked difference in how much oxygen gets pumped in. And nobody can get any funding now to do a hard shell study. So I always like to bring up, we're not comparing apples to apples and oranges to oranges. Some things get changed. So I don't know, maybe it's quick to rush to judgment and say that it wasn't helpful, but I think it's important to note that whatever in this study, they did not see a difference in the outcome. So bummer, right?
Bummer.
Yeah, total bummer. Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.